All right, guys, so another bullish day in the market today. I'm on a chart on NQ. This is a daily time frame. I want to give you guys a little market update levels I'm watching for this week. Okay, so obviously we're very bullish ever since we got the tariff news with China and the US. So anyways, I want to go to an email I sent out yesterday. If you guys remember this, right? I sent an email out yesterday. If you didn't hear the tariff news, China and US agreed to lower tariffs over the next 90 days, go from 145% to now only 30%. Gave the market some hope, but there's still uncertainty on what happens after the 90 days are up, right? And I had two scenarios, okay? So I had the bullish scenario and the bearish scenario. So the bullish scenario, let me go over to a 5-minute time frame, for example, right? And you can see kind of where we closed yesterday when I sent this email out. I said bullish scenario is today's highs at 29.45. If we get above here and hold, we can expect another push up. If we reject, we can expect to retest today's lows. Okay, this is yesterday. So 20.90.45, let's go and look at that price level. That is around right here, basically today's lows. Okay, 29.45 is around right here. And as you can see, we held above this level very well today. And we basically, like I said, this is the lows on the day. And we just ripped up since. Now we have like an hour left to market open before we actually close again. And now we're just sitting on today's highs, just kind of hovering around here. So what I want to do is I want to go into the bigger time frame and kind of show you guys what I'm watching for. So first off, let's go into the daily time frame. And as we can see, the reason why that original level, basically today's lows, was important is because check out this, right? Let me actually move myself down here. Okay. What we had is this old support. Okay. So I figured if we could break this level, we also had a supply zone right here. If we can break above this zone, we're going to be back inside of this range, okay? So we had this big range nearing all-time highs, okay? You see how we're kind of choppy down here, going back and forth between this support level and all-time highs. Okay, so now we're back inside that range as of today. Right now, we're back inside that range. And now, I mean, we really could see a push up to the supply zone, up at all-time highs. Okay, this is on NQ. Same exact story goes on ES as well, the S&P 500. So yeah, this is kind of what we're going to be watching for. We really don't have much supply until up at this level. If you're wondering, this is 22,260 way up here. So we got a decent amount of room to go before then. So for me now, since we don't really have many major resistance levels, what I do is I just go into the 15-minute time frame, for example. And we're just going to be looking at this, okay? So tomorrow, right, going into the trading day tomorrow, do we break above today's highs, okay? So if market closes right here and, we kind of chop around, right? Do we eventually see a push above today's highs and then maybe see a retest or something like that, and you can get in, during this trend, right? Or if you trade the 15-minute opening range, right? Does the opening range close above today's highs, right? So we'll really just have to see what we do overnight, to really make an exact plan. But this is really what I'm going to be watching for. As long as we hold above, like me personally, as long as we hold above today's lows, I still think we're bullish. These pullbacks are all okay. We're okay to pull back to here. We're still going to be in an uptrend, right? If we look at this is no big deal, right? We're still going to be in a nice uptrend. And if we take, like a Fibonacci, for example, from yesterday's lows to today's highs, we can also see that today's lows lines up perfectly between the 0.5 and the 0.618 retracement, which is a pretty high probability retracement level. So could we see a pullback tomorrow? Yes. If we hold today's lows, I'm still bullish on the market. I'd rather go long. Could I go short? Yes, I could go short, but I'd rather go long as long as we hold today's lows going into the trading session tomorrow. So mark these levels on your chart, understand the bigger time frame picture. That's what I'm personally going to be watching for. As far as news tomorrow, as you can see, We don't really have much. We just have crude oil and then mortgage application way early before market opens. So we'll see what that looks like, if that does anything to the market. But again, these are the two main levels I'm watching. If you guys are wondering, I didn't take any trades today. If we go over to my signals, as we can see today, if you guys don't know, I trade the 15-minute opening range retest, and we had no signals today, okay? Once we broke above the top of our 15-minute opening range, we never retested. We just kept on ripping up, okay? So, yeah, no trades for me today, unfortunately. It moved without me, and I wasn't able to capitalize on it. But that's part of trading, right? Part of trading is sticking to your strategy, becoming okay with not taking every move the market makes, right? I'm not an investor. I'm a trader, okay? I can have a different portfolio where I'm an investor and I can ride this market up. But for the strategy I follow as a trader, this didn't align with my strategy, so there's simply no trades if there's no setups. So anyways, guys, I hope you had a good trading day yourself. If you want to see my pre-market plan of exactly what we're going to do before the market opens, I post it inside my free Discord community. Inside of here, once you get in, all you have to do is go over to our trading plan. And like I said, I post my levels and targets every day for the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. So if you guys want to join our Discord community, we'd love to have you inside. We have all kinds of helpful resources in here for traders like you and me. All you guys have to do is go to the first link in the description below. We'd love to have you inside. Like I said, we don't charge any money for you to join us in here. So anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning inside our Discord group, inside our trading plan, and let's see what the rest of the week brings for us.